Quick thing to mention is that I painted the wall green so we can actually have a fucking green screen now. Badass. Raising Arizona. So Raising Arizona starred Nicolas Cage and Holly Hunter, and it's about a married couple named Hyde and Ed. Basically, they're desperate to have a child. Now, Ed, the Holly Hunter character, she cannot produce a child, so they eventually see a commercial. I think it's a guy who sells mattresses, Nathan, Arizona, and they decide to steal one of their children, and now we have a movie. That's why the movie's called Raising Arizona, because the movie is about raising Arizona, bitch. And yeah, this is my favorite Coen Brothers film. Now, a lot of people might say I'm just fucking insane for saying that. Most people would say The Big Lebowski is the best horror. The Big Lebowski is the best Coen Brothers films. That'd be the North, and the South would be like, oh, wow, that was the best Coen Brothers film. If you don't know Coen Brothers film, well, they made The Big Lebowski and Oh, Brother, Where Thou. Yeah. Honestly, Oh, Brother, Where Thou is my second favorite Coen Brothers film because it was such a big part of my childhood. And it is insanely rewatchable and really quotable. I don't want, fuck, god damn it, I'm Dapper Dan Man. And really, it is my second favorite, but this movie is my favorite. Mainly because the movie's not only well acted, well directed, well written, it really has it's funny as shit, and it is really heartwarming. This movie has everything. Overall, Wild Thou really only had good casting, good music, good acting, and good cinematography. Not really much heartwarming, but lots of comedy though. But really, let's go into why I love this movie so much. Let's go into the acting. Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage. I don't walk into a Nicolas Cage movie expecting fucking Oscar Isaac. I walk into a Nicolas Cage movie just to see, I kind of think he's meh. Honestly, shit. He just, he plays Hyde, the criminal. And honestly, I do like the way he's like, and for all you Nicolas Cage addicts like me, you're probably gonna say, oh, Dylan, is there a Nicolas Cage freak out scene? No, there's not. Actually, Nicolas Cage in this movie is pretty neutral. He only has some moments, and really, if you can't, the only freak out I could really see in this movie is him screaming. That's about it. Let's talk about a person who really steals the show. In every scene she's in, Holly Hunter. Holly Hunter is so fucking good in this movie, it blows my mind. She is not only a great actress, she has really heartwarming moments, especially whenever, she brings back, Nathan, Arizona, the child at least. You really feel her pain. Is the fact that at that point you realize she made a mistake and she's owning up for it. Let's just face it, in this relationship, Holly Hunter is the adult. Hyde is a child. And I really like that idea. And she is probably the funniest scene in the movie.
No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin, said the little pig. Look at him. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch.
Better hurry it up. I'm a Dutch with the West.
Even Nicolas Cage got a good line in there. This movie's funny as shit, and most of that's the comedy right there. There are some funny stuff with Cage, though. The opening is pretty ironic. Think about it. Hyde, he's a criminal. Ed's a police officer. It's what makes the relationship so special to me. It's one of the most underrated couples ever in movies. And you have the other characters played by John Goodman and William Forsythe. I had no idea it was fucking William Forsythe until I saw the credits of the movie. I mean, I only really know him from movies like The Devil's Rejects and Rob Zombie's Halloween. Really, I only know him from I've only seen him in Rob Zombie movies. But he does a good job, and he's completely unrecognizable. I mean, damn. Even his voice sounds different. That may be because he's not only younger, but his character has a lisp. So, yeah. I mean, they're kind of important in the movie. I mean, like, they're just kind of characters, just to be characters, really. I mean, they're only really important until the climax. And the thing that drives Hyde into, not seeing this father thing is a good idea. But what makes this movie work? What makes their characters worth it is the funniest fight scene. Not only is this fight scene fucking hilarious, it's actually cool as shit. Damn, that's so fucking brutal. Now, the thing you'll see in a lot of Coen Brothers films is every movie's different. And that's what I like about them, is I feel the same way about films. If you don't know this, I want to be a filmmaker. At this point I'm making a full feature film. I don't really make that real movies right at this point, but I will pretty soon. But really, Coen Brothers, the only unoriginal thing they've done is the remake to Lady Killers, and they're going to do a remake of Scarface pretty soon. Really, every movie is different. I can give you the exact genre they do it most time. Fargo, dark comedy. The Big Lebowski, absurdist comedy. El Barbato, that's kind of tough. To quote John Turturro, it's a hillbilly musical. Yeah, he really said that. He actually said that in this movie. But yes, I do enjoy this. And but you're probably asking, what is Raising Arizona? It's a white trash comedy. I mean, just fucking look at this house they live in. Yeah, that's white trash. That's nothing but white trash. I mean, really, the only character that really sells at being white trash is probably Nicolas Cage. I mean, fuck, just look at him, he's white trash. And there's also something in this movie. This movie has really good subtle commentary. Take note, Spike Lee. You can have subtle commentary. Commentary that's not fucking obvious. Commentary that actually is so subtle you don't realize it's social commentary until you leave the fucking movie. You pretentious bastard. And really, the social commentary with this movie, and honestly it's really good, is it's basically the realization of parenting. This movie sees parenting as real. It's straight up realistic. The fact is, and me being a man, I really do relate to Nicolas Cage on this, even though I don't have a wife, I don't have a child. One of the lines he says that really kind of made me realize it's social commentary is that he says, "We're in the salad days." That's basically saying that it's basically him saying everything was happy and nice until we got this until we got this child. And that's really good, is the fact is every man has that fear. Is the fact is once you have a child and have a wife, your life just kind of slows down. And it's real, and that's real too. Once you have a child, your life is slow. Not only do you have to take care and support your wife, you have to support this small little human who needs so much care, so much attention, and tons of fucking money. And honestly, it shows both sides of the thing. It shows both sides of parenting too. Even Holly Hunter, which I do, it's a funny moment and a really realistic moment. Is that at one point, like when they first kidnapped the kid, she's holding it in her lap and holding the baby in her lap, and she's like, "I'm kind of scared, huh? We ain't never done this before." That's a really good fucking line. And for men, it's the fear of life slowing down. For women, it's the fear of unpredictability. That's really good. That's really good social commentary. This movie shows you what parenting really is. And Nicolas Cage goes through all the stages of being a father. And it's kind of dumb. Like it's some Disney Channel shit. But then again, they do it in a way that's actually funny. Since it goes by so fast. It's like he's super happy about having the kid. He's having a little trouble keeping up with the kid, and eventually he just kind of loses the kid. Also, let's mention the weirdest fucking part of this movie is that there's this fucking outlaw character, and he is probably one of the really most badass introductions. This movie is also very heartwarming, and I do love it. It's just so fucking good, and it has great it's fucking fun. It's funny as shit. It has great social commentary, and it's really heartwarming. The soundtrack is also great. Anytime I'm kind of in the, folk music mood, I either listen to Timber Timber or I listen to the main theme of this movie. Because it's just so fucking weird. And that's what this movie is. It's weird. So in the end, I'm going to give Raising Arizona an A. I love this movie, guys, and yeah, I like this green screen, bitch. I painted this shit by myself, by the way. Fuck. Please like, subscribe if you want, and have you seen Raising Arizona? Please comment if you've seen it before, because I like comments. I fucking love them. So, bye.